Good afternoon. It is February 22nd, 2023, and today we had a range day. A lot of green arrows, the way I marked it, but I'm sure a few of them you could argue for blue or red. About an hour until market close, so a lot can happen between now and then. It looks like we're selling off, but we had a break and a move to a new low, so probably two measured legs as well. So, yeah. So we hit that measured leg and we're going a little further. It could rocket back up, but we'll see about that. So 5 o'clock comes in after the break of this move up, and we had a move to a new high. So if you're in here at 4:45 Pacific time, perhaps you take that. It's a second entry short, and your range highs would have been right there. So, perhaps you take that. I was really considering it on the MES because it was a good setup there too, but I didn't. And then you get this lower high. I marked this green. I feel like, I like that. I like that very much. That set up well too. On the MES, it didn't set up as well, but here you have, I think, 2 points. I think you have 9 ticks back to the EMA 1475. Okay, so now you have 2 points. So that's good enough for a scalp. 4 ticks, and then you get a second entry long. Maybe you go for 4 ticks there, but at that point I was playing it like a range. So this is probably a trap, and it is a range because this forms a spike and channel down, and we start bouncing off that midline of the overnight highs and lows. So I don't see anything you would want to take in here. Technically, this is a failure, but I just don't really take failures anymore. I only take reversals. We get a break of this channel and a move to a new low, and then it reverses. So you do get a reversal right here. And it looks like we have some bullish momentum, but I would just be worried because all of this choppiness and congestion. But you do get a little spike and channel up. You get a break, move to a new high, and then you get another reversal to the downside. I marked this one red. Me personally, it goes above the EMA, so I don't like that. But you can see plenty of people like that, and there's a chance you would have gotten a runner there. We come right here, and you get a double test with a very bearish bar that is off of the key entry point. So I feel like, okay, it's green because it's congestive. But I mean, super bearish bar off that key entry point, double test, definitely worth considering. And that forms a strong leg down. That is an overshoot of this channel. You get a break of this micro channel and a move to a new low, and that is an overshoot of this channel, and that leads to a little reversal. I don't think you want to go short here because of the overshoot, and we're pretty much at the overnight lows. And I didn't think about that being a breakout to the low side of the overnight lows. You might consider this this trap. You probably should consider it too. The reason I didn't have it marked though was because these swings that are below the EMA. Usually I like both my swings above the EMA, but you might consider that, and you can see that's a trap. But anyway, we get the break of this channel and then a move to a new low, and we come down here, and you get this leg of correction. You get a break, 2 legs back, and then a move to a new low before it reverses. You might take this double test down here. Those don't It doesn't look like something that would be high probability necessarily. But look at all that room back to the EMA. But then we shoot through the EMA, get a pullback, first entry, failed second entry. This is a reversal after a break lower beneath the overnight lows. And I'm going to take that setup. I like that. Turns out to be a channel. And we get a break and move to a new high. And then we get 2 legs of correction. And then it starts moving sideways, but the bias was up. So I do believe this turned out to be a spike in channel. Originally, I had my highs drawn with the highs off of that wick or stem, and you could see the midline there. But I think with the overshoot, it just looked like it was probably off here, off of this stem. And so you can see the midline works there too pretty well. Let's talk about these trades though. So you get this level of support here, and that's like a triple test, and an okay signal bar. So maybe you consider that. But then we get like a failure right here, very good signal bar. Technically the second entry is on this bar, but this looks like a 2-legged pullback to me. So maybe you go for 4 ticks there. This is a lot of overlap here, so I'm not crazy about any of it. But then we get a quadruple test, and really you could argue it to be a double test of starting here. Another very bullish signal bar, so maybe you take that. And if you don't take that, you get a second entry long here. First entry takes lower, second entry, and that's off the key entry point. So that one's, of these 4, this one's the best. So we go on up, and it keeps going higher, and they trap some longs right here before taking it higher, trap a bunch of shorts, and then this is some news item. I don't really know what it was, at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m., something like that. Oh, it's at 11 a.m., but you want to be flat at 10. And so all this craziness happens. We break above the overnight highs and fail. You get this, first of all, we get a break of this channel, the spike in channel up. A couple legs to a new high. Tries to make a new high again. It doesn't, so it makes this leg down. Get a break. Move to a new low. Tries to reverse again. Fails. You can see that. Break, move to a new high, and it reverses. Ooh, you might really oh yeah, I gotta mark this red. So this one, after a break of this channel and a move to a new high, super bearish momentum right here beneath the EMA. Only problem is it's at the midline of the overnight range and it's congested, but you got a first entry, second entry short, and you got a first entry. This is a reversal pattern too. So I like that. If you're seeing all that in real time, I like that. I think people were probably playing the yellow channel here, but they were probably also playing the shorter term. I just decided to keep the yellow channel on there. You get 2 legs, and then this second entry that fails. I don't like these, and I probably wouldn't take them anyway because we came up short of the lows on this channel, and you're going into the overnight lows, and it's not off the EMA, so, and it's congestive. These basically look like a bunch of inside bars from this bar. We're just going sideways. I think this might have been a spike and channel right here, but I don't see anything I like. They trap a bunch of people. You see we're coming up short of the lows of this channel. Get a break, and then you get a first entry, second entry. I marked this one red. I should probably mark it green, but I like it. I was hoping this bar would close bearish and I would just take that, but it didn't. Close the doji, so that makes this green. But that is a first entry, second entry, and we're expecting a new low from this channel. So, and for the most part, this is just sideways stuff right here. On the simulator, I was thinking that this, I took this thinking it would because we have a break of this and a move to a new low, this would test the EMA, but it didn't, you can see. So people jumping the gun, they got them trapped there. I don't see anything. This is just congestive, too much overlap. You don't want to take that. So again, it's about 45 minutes till market close now, so a lot can happen. But that's how I saw the day. Let me make one last look. Hope everyone had a great day, and I'll be back tomorrow.